The EAFC 24 player ratings are out, so let's take a look at them. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland 80. Let me rephrase that. By player ratings, I mean some of the player ratings are out, and by some, I mean 24. It's a weird amount to show us. Why are they giving us 24? Such a random number. Normally, they show you the top 100. I could understand if they wanted to cut it down to 50. Hell, I understand if they want to make it 25. But 24 is just a strange number. Even you get 23-man squads in football, so I could understand 23. But why 24? Is it because it's EAFC 24? They've decided to give us 24 ratings. It's the only thing that makes sense. But if you talk about these ratings, not a lot makes sense. Now, I haven't looked at them all, but we can see on the screen here, we do have the top 5. And straight away, I've just got to take an issue. I cannot believe the players that I am seeing here in the top 5. So who is the best player in the world according to EA? Well, there is no one best player in the world. According to EAFC 24, we have 4 players joint best in the world on a 91 overall rating. And those players are Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, and I don't even know who this person is, Alexia Putellas. So they're saying that this Alexia Putellas person is as good as Mbappe, is as good as De Bruyne, is as good as Erling Haaland. And this is just insane that they can actually get away with this. It's one thing incorporating men and females football into Ultimate Team, but to sit here and try and tell us that Alexia Putellas is just as good as Kylian Mbappe, I mean, that's a fucking joke, let's be real. I mean, she wouldn't be good enough to warm the bench on a Scottish League 2 side, and we need to pretend now that she is better than Kylian Mbappe. And it's just going to be weird when you play as these players on Ultimate Team. I think they're going to be OP as hell, and it's just not right. I mean, if they want to include them, fair enough, but at least give them ratings that represent their actual ability, because there's no way she should be a 91. Now, I know in the WWE games they give the women high ratings as well, but they separate it now so that they can't compete. So it's like 2 different classes altogether. So them having high ratings doesn't really affect it because you can never use them against the men. But in this, you can have Alexia Putellas and you can have Kevin De Bruyne in the same midfield. You can have them going against each other. And I mean, according to this game, they're evenly matched, which is insane because Kevin De Bruyne has proved over the past 5 years he's probably the best midfielder, creative midfielder going forward with the ball at his feet. He's probably the best in the world. He's proven that now for a very, very long time. And to give him the same rating as her is incredibly disrespectful. And I'm sure we're not going to get any SPFL players in the top 24, but we've already got Alexia Putellas and Aitana Bonmati in the top 5, and you know it speaks volumes. It's ridiculous. Like, Mbappe is considered by most the best player in the world. He did win the World Cup. I would have gave him the outright overall best rating. You can argue he's still young. That's fair enough, but I would have just gave him a 92. But then they probably know that if they give Mbappe a 92 and then they put Putellas lower than Mbappe, then that opens them up for criticism. And they probably don't want that. People will be complaining, oh, why are you favouring Mbappe? I'll tell you why he's favouring Mbappe. He's fucking one of the best players in the world, right? And the guy is frighteningly good up front. So, I mean, it's embarrassing, but whatever. We'll just have to deal with it. We'll go through the next top 5 now. So, we've got Messi in 6th. We've got Sam Kerr in 7th. Benzema in 8th. Courtois in 9th. And Harry Kane in 10th. So, from 5 down to 10, they've all got the same ratings. So, this Aitana Bonmati person is as good as Messi. I mean, are we really buying this? I think this is a killable offence. Like, I really fucking do. Whoever gave the final, whoever okayed this should be fired. There's no doubt about it. This shouldn't be published. This shouldn't be allowed to claim. Prime Messi's the best footballer of all time. It's not even fucking close. I mean, the things that guy was doing was absolutely insane. And he's still, let's be honest, he's still very good. Is he as good as he was 10 years ago? No. But I mean, he's still... You know, he's still a freak of nature, and he shouldn't be the same rating as her. I mean, nobody's ever heard of her name, whereas I mean everybody in the world knows who Lionel Messi is. Then you've got Sam Kerr, the same rating as Benzema. Like, I mean, let's be honest. If we're talking real football here, and you can build a team, let's say you buy a Premier League team, and men and women's football is like combined, and you try and win it. Who would your two strikers be? Have you got a choice between Benzema, Kerr, and Kane? There's nobody in this fucking world that is not picking out of those three, Kane and Benzema. Yet apparently in EA they've got the same rating. So, you've got to wonder what they were playing at here. I mean, Caroline Graham Hansen, no idea who that is, but apparently she's just as good as Lewandowski. Mohamed Salah. Got more women here who I don't know who they are. Ruben Diaz gets an 89 rating. Vinicius Jr. gets an 89 rating. Rodri gets a... Fuck Rodri. Rodri doesn't deserve 89. He's a little crybaby bitch. I can't wait to Scotland smash Spain in Spain. That's going to be a great night. But no, I wouldn't give him 89. You can see, though, a lot of Man City players in here. So you've got 91 De Bruyne. You've got 91 Haaland. You've got 89 Ruben Diaz. And you've got 89 Rodri. So you definitely see there's a lot of Man City representation in here, which is only fair because they probably are the best team in the world right now. Then we've got, to round it off, you've got Virgil van Dijk in 22nd, Alisson in 23rd, and whoever Ada Hegerberg is in 24. So there you go, guys. That is the ratings there. We don't get to see anyone under 89. I'm not surprised that there's no Scottish players in the top 24. I would imagine that Andy Robertson will once again be the highest rated Scottish player. For me, it should be John McGinn. I think it should 100% be John McGinn. But it will never be John McGinn because Andy Robertson's the captain. Andy Robertson plays for Liverpool, and Andy Robertson has won Premier League titles. Andy Robertson has won Champions League. So he's probably always going to be the highest rated Scottish player until he retires, or at least until he gets to an age where he clearly is not the best player anymore. But for me, I do think John McGinn deserves a massive rating boost here. I'd definitely have him as the highest rated Scottish player, but no Scottish players here in the top 24. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know your thoughts on these ratings. I mean, it's not a big deal at the end. It's only a fucking game, but come on, these ratings are bullshit. If we're being honest, these ratings are absolute bullshit. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy it. No, of course not. But I would just like them to have a fair reflection on what's actually happening here. It's like, open your eyes and just be honest. Why the fuck can't we be honest? Why can't we just say that, look, if you're going to put them in the same game mode, if you're going to allow them to be used in the same match, then you've got to level out the ratings here. You've got to make it fair. And there's just no way Alexia Putellas is as good as Killing. She's not even good. I would give her like a 44 rating, something like that. But no, she's got 91, so go figure. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and peace.